That's a big, interesting question because, okay, you're going to march in a protest. You got your sign or placard ready. What do you put on that? And usually it turns out most of them are funny. A lot of them are funny, as a matter of fact, and some are very serious. And I enjoy all of that. But the notion of what do you as a person put on your sign, and how do you talk about this? And so at that point you have to narrow it down, and you can go to either side of that. You might go to the one that's that emotional reaction. A wanker or whatever, those words you might use. But I saw other signs where people actually spelled out, hey, you're hurting these people. Kind of a truth statement out there with some things. So it's the processing of that information as it hits you internally and what you do with it. And you've talked about that so much that people need to take that time to name it and to tame it and those kind of things. So I think, boy, we need to spread this news a little bit more, I think. I don't know. But so do you think now that I have this obsessive political preoccupation, or am I free from a diagnosis here?
Well,
what the heck happened?
Could we have the opposite diagnosis? What about folks who are so phobic of anything political? They have so what's the opposite of it would be a disengagement, obsessive political disengagement.
Yes. Or obsessive disengagement. Yeah. Okay. So, I don't know. We have to work on that a little bit. But, yeah.
There are folks who literally just want nothing to do with any of this. And so there's the opposite problem in this, right? Because part of being a democracy is, and it's always really bothers me when we talk about the government. When in a democracy, I hate to say this, you're the government. You're not.
There you
you're
go.
Not. It's not. These are your fellow citizens who, these, quote, civil servants, they're your fellow citizens. They're maybe your neighbors. I mean, I'm not, it's not that. But that's what happens in splitting, though, right? Because it allows you to, it's the opposite of mentalizing. So you no longer see someone's heartbeat. They become the enemy. And I think that's part of what's a little troubling to me when, and again, maybe he didn't say this, but I'm pretty sure I heard this coming from his mouth, but I may be wrong. Because I could be filtering, but something to the effect that I'm not about loving my enemies. There's something about a statement like that allows for a level of splitting to continue that's not helpful. Right? Like there's not.
By the way, and put in enemies there. Who are those? By the way.